What is happening, y'all? In the last episode, we made our way from Quaylag all the way back up to Firelink and to the bonfire by Andre. Starting this episode off, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can level up one more time before taking on Sen's Fortress. So, Sen's Fortress is full of traps and super annoying enemies. It's often referred to as Sen's Funhouse, but it is not a good time. Not on your first playthrough, not when you're going through blind. After you know the place, it can be kind of fun. We've got traps like this. When you know where they are, you can utilize them to kill enemies. But the enemies over here are going to be a little bit beefier than the ones we've fought so far. Alright. So, let's grab ourselves Soul Item. Head up the stairs, and we're going to cross this funky bridge. While you are going and crossing these bridges, you've got enemies shooting at you, being real annoying. They cast this lightning, and the lightning actually gets stopped when it hits, say, one of these swinging axes. However, your arrows shoot straight through them, so you don't even have to time it. You can try and pick them off like this. And hope is that he just gets knocked down by one of our axes. Looks like he didn't this time. It's no worries. So we're going to carry on through here just at a normal walking speed. Careful not to walk right in front of any of those. As long as you keep moving, the enemies should miss you. This way, up the stairs. We're gonna cross this one. Now this little bit of lightning that he's shooting does apply pushback. So if you stop right in front of one, and then you get hit with a lightning bolt, you're gonna get shoved into an axe and go flying. We got another trap. Those do some pretty big damage, so be careful not to get hit by those. Alright, now we got this guy just chilling. It's kind of a hint at how to get into this secret area. Basically, there's a ball that we're going to have to get to roll down these stairs and smash through this wall, and then we will be able to access another sorcerer to sell us some pretty sweet magic. There's the ball. Alright, so run out of that room, take a hard lift. Balls are just going to keep on flying this way. We're going to sit next to the fog wall, let the balls start taking out enemies for us. We'll wait for one more pass. Now run up into this archway and grab the Ring of Steel Protection. This is a really good ring. If I go ahead and view my stats here, physical defense is at 181. If I throw that ring on, now we're up at 232. So we take quite a bit less damage wearing this ring. Alright, so we're going to walk out of there, take a left, pull off, and grab the Chotel. Oh, well, going to carefully take care of this dude, and talk to Onion Bro.
Yes, indeed. Or a book, I'm afraid. Helpless.
So he's going to tell you that he's brilliant, but can't figure out that whole ball contraption. So, just like the gate, we're going to figure that out for him. Let's hug tight to the wall, get back over to this corner. We'll wait for a ball to pass. And then run on up to here. Don't be greedy, don't try to run to the next spot, you will get hit. Let's head back to this. As soon as the ball passes, we are running to the white light. Alright. Now we've got another little trap door, and there's an enemy over here. We're going to see if we can bait him into getting hit by this trap. Come here, bud. Alright, well, we got one hit. Him dead. Gotta carry on up these stairs. Now, you just heard that little screech noise. There's a contraption that's actually turning, and it adjusts where these balls are going. So we're gonna quickly sprint up. Whew. Narrowly escape. And now we're gonna go ahead and push the contraption ourselves. Knock the ball down this way. And that is going to open up that hole in the wall. Now with that hole in the wall open, I'm going to go ahead and put the balls back over here. We'll run down, we'll come back to these stairs. And here we can use the master key to free this guy. Now, we will be getting the key later in this episode that unlocks this cage. But for now, it's convenient if you got the master key to just get it out of the way. Alright. So with him free, head on over, use our master key one more time. Grab a soul of a hero. Step out, and we will follow the same route back up. Here we go. Alright, back to this direction. Just heard the ball shifter move. So it actually moved to try and hit me while I was on the other one. Now it just moved again. And made it up safely. Alright, so this still isn't going to hit us. Now, oh actually, let's, we're going to push this so that the balls shoot back the direction we just came one more time. That is good for us. Now we're going to head back down this way and go up these stairs. Get into, not the right, the left. Come on down. And now this elevator is going to come up here. It's going to stop, then it's going to go up into some spikes which would kill you. And then we're going to catch it on its way down. It was pretty hard to catch it as quick as I just did there. I got a little bit lucky. So oftentimes you'll take some fall damage on that elevator. But here we have our first mimic. I'm going to go ahead and put on some Lloyd's talismans. And this is going to allow us to grab our items without actually fighting the mimic. Just to show you what it's like though, we're going to go ahead and attack it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. These guys, they hit pretty hard. They do some grab attacks that will consume pretty much all of your health. Oh, we're gonna kill him. Should get us 1,000 souls. So cool. Additionally, they have a chance at dropping a helmet called the Symbol of Avarice. It's basically just the mimic head, but when you wear it, you get additional souls as well as an item discovery bonus. What I'm showing you here is why we adjusted the balls. So the balls are shooting down this way and they're filling up this little hole. So as more balls arrive, this hole will fill up. Then one will eventually smash through this wall and we can grab an item. So for the time being, we'll just wait right here. Should just take 1 or 2 more. Alright, so now that that's level, the next one should bust through the wall. Sweet. We're gonna run in. Yeah, we got time. I'll grab this item. Get out of the way. Now there's nothing down this hallway. If you follow this hallway down, it's likely that you will just get shoved out by the ball, and that is no fun. Oh, didn't mean for that. Alright, anyway, we're gonna head back up the way we came. And again, we're gonna make sure we get off of the elevator just as quickly as we got on it, because as soon as we get up to the top, it's gonna pause for just a second and then shove you into some spikes. Just like that. So, we don't want that, we are now good to carry back on up. And with that section out of the way, I'm going to push the balls in a different direction. So this is the way that we got up here originally. And then going clockwise this way, leads into nothing. That's where the balls are going now. This way leads into the stairs that we first encountered the balls at. And this way led to our path with the sorcerer. So now we're going to come down this direction. If you're looking at these stairs, it's the one to the left of them. And we are going to drop down and fight this guy. Good fight. Alright. Grab our soul of a proud knight. We can head into here. Grab ourselves a sorcery set. As well as a sorcery push. And open up this gate. This is going to allow us to access the same area without taking that fall damage. So, come on in this direction. Walk across here. You can have a seat here if you like, and then we're gonna hop on out and kill this guy. Alright, now this can be one of the most frustrating parts. And the great thing about this is it's completely optional, you don't have to do it. But we're trying to get all of the items, so we're going to work our way through. Get the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. If you were to drop down onto here, this is just one of the earlier parts in Sen's Fortress. What we're going to do is jump on down this way. Alright, so these Titanite demons. There are 4 of them down here. As you kill them, they get more difficult to kill. So we'll probably go ahead and kill this first one, maybe the second one. Probably gonna opt out of 3 and 4. There's no items back there aside from what you get for killing them, which is just more demon Titanite. But we're gonna start off with a drop attack. Go ahead and put on the rusted iron ring. This tar-like substance that we're going to be walking on is going to slow us way down. So let's drop in and take this guy out. Alright. That's one down. We'll get a soul of a brave warrior. Scythe. And now over here, this part's a little bit more tricky because right on top of us, we have some enemies that like to shoot lightning bolts. So you can bait the demon this direction, or you can run over there to fight it. And then just to show you, off to the left here, if you were to go through this direction, there are 2 more demons. 1, 2. And like I said, they get progressively more difficult to kill. So if you kill this guy, which you'll notice if I try to fight him here, is not going to go down as easy as the last one. On top of having all these guys shoot at you. And then the next 2 guys are both in the same area, and that's just not very convenient for safely taking these dudes out. So you can see there that hit didn't do quite as much damage. Now I am one-handing my sword, so that's part of it. But I really don't want to risk taking a lot of extra damage here. So slow and steady is definitely the way to go about most of this game. Alright. So additionally, if you do just want to head on out of here, all we gotta do is climb up this ladder, which I'm gonna go ahead and do. You can fight those guys. I don't really use the Demon Titanite, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip them. You know where they are. There's nothing else down there aside from them. You can kill them, get some more upgrade materials, but I'm not really interested. So grab the large soul of a proud knight. If you drop down here, it just brings you back to the beginning. This set of stairs right there is where you first come into Sen's Fortress. So because of that, after we take out this next area, we're actually going to homeward bound. Let's climb up this ladder and take this guy out. Now he's probably going to do some wild series of attacks, last a ridiculous amount of time. Let's see. There's just a single. I was blocking. Alright, well we really don't want to risk dying here, so I'm gonna grab some space. There's that wild series of attacks. Alright, now I'm down long enough that hopefully he'll just finish. Good. And here we're just gonna want to wail on him. It'd be better if I was two-handing my weapon, but I didn't pull it up in time. So you can see he's hardly got any health left. Just gonna let him do his thing, put his head back down, and kill him. Alright, so there yields us a Titanite chunk. Like I said, that way out of here is just going to lead us back to the beginning. So since we are out of Estus, we're just going to homeward bone. It'll send us right back there. We're going to walk on in and complete the area. Let's see, stuff now. Alright. Let's level up one time. Good measure. And head back through. So this place is not a lot of fun. If you're going to get really frustrated going through it if you start dying. Typically my advice is just kill all the guys, keep killing all the guys, and it's going to be easier. But if you don't want to do that, this is what I found to be an effective strategy for running through. Wait here. Still gonna want to deal with this guy. Just shield up. Usually these guys won't follow you all the way in, and if they do, they get knocked off. So that's why running through is a risky strategy, but we're just gonna keep moving forward. See me do it slow once. Excuse me. Run through here. That wall is back up now that we've rested at the bonfire. Start heading this direction. Hopefully the ball changes so it's over here. And now we feel comfortable running this way. Now, if you do find yourself face to face with a ball, try to roll to the corner of it and it might send you behind. If that happens, heal first. You're probably going to get hit again, but you won't die unless you're an absolute idiot and get knocked down like that. However that works for us. We'll just take the shortcut that we unlocked earlier. And if you didn't take that shortcut, we'll just keep running towards the balls until you enter this room. But now that we're up here, we are finally going to go up these stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a little area where we're going to get shot at with some traps. Roll through that. Head down this way. And now these get a little bit more scary. So for this first one, you're going to run through it all while just sprinting. You can pass all of them at once. We're going to kill this guy. Now this little drop down here is just going to bring you to this area again where we fought the Titanite demons. So don't bother unless you really want to. But don't bother. And we'll go ahead over here. Take on another sexy boy. Grab some Titanite. This guy just came from the top of the stairs, no worries. And this next part is going to look fairly intimidating, right? You got the small little bridge, 4 more of those, but on top of that, you got this guy. Now, you can still just walk right across and you might have no issues. If you're nervous, put some poison arrows on. Hit them 2 or 3 times. Get that poison going. And while that's killing him, you can just wait. So after we pass this, we're just going to go over, collect the item by his body. And then we're going to head out through a fog wall, and that'll be pretty much it prior to the next bonfire. After that bonfire, we're going to go collect the various items on a rooftop, fight the boss, and we will head to Anor Londo. This guy's about halfway. Let's go ahead and use some regular arrows just to speed it up a bit. Well, that's no faster. I don't like it when you do that. Alright. So that takes care of him. And now this is the only time I died in the walkthrough prep. It was this right here. It was completely unnecessary. I just kept running and got hit by that. Let's avoid that trap. And I suppose this is where you would go if you want to kill that guy. Again, another hole we don't gotta drop down. Alright, so let's come on up through here and get you a little bit of relief. We'll take a left up these stairs, come back for that item in a minute, and then we're gonna drop off this little ledge. Then we're gonna go kill the guy who's throwing those bombs. Alright, bonfire's lit. This might be one you'd want to kindle. You're probably just used to running around with more Estus at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and not do it, just to hang on to some extra humanity, but basically you're gonna leave this bonfire, you're gonna take a left, and drop out this. And this just brings you right to where you entered. Now we're gonna head on up to here. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna run and jump. Grab ourselves sniper crossbow, some sniper bolts. Drop down on a Bolden Knight. Run on around here for another Bolden Knight and a chest. Should have the flame ring in it. There we go. Just gonna reduce the amount of fire damage that you take. And now back up the stairs to where we were going. Thought I missed something for a second. Alright, now we're back up. That's where the bonfire is. We're gonna grab this here doohickey. And grab the Titanite shard. Head on over to Big Mace Man. We'll just take him out there. Sweet. Actually, I wonder how that looks. It's not as much protection. And it doesn't look as cool on me as it did on them. Alright. Down this ladder, up these stairs, and then we're gonna meet our cover boy. Does this guy look familiar? He should. It's the cover for Darksouls Remastered. Sitting here with that shield up and wants to parry me. But so much for cover boy, he's gonna drop us a rapier. Then we should have 2 chests. The rare ring of sacrifice, just like the regular ring of sacrifice, except if I were to put that on right now and die, I would not lose my human form. Heading back this direction, now we're going to take these stairs up and just follow this little pathway. Now first, I'm going to run and make this jump. Go into this tower and talk to an NPC that sells some pretty sweet gear.
What? Who are you?
You can see he's wearing that same set as the big mace wielder we were just talking to, or killing. Anyway, he sells some firebombs, green blossoms, sells large titanite, so if you didn't farm any and you want to get your weapon up to +10 now, here's a good place to buy some. Sells a great sword, just awesome, great axe, balder shield, tower shield. some more arrows, as well as the boulder set, the steel set, and the Katarina armor. Additionally, Thunderstone plate and the Spellstone plate ring to increase resistances for these two types of damage. I don't really care enough to buy anything from him at the moment.
Nothing at all. Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
That sounds pretty sweet. Anyway, we're going to head down these stairs. Now, if you did not start with the Master Key, and you would still like to help Uncle Lordran out of his cage, you're going to have to take these stairs down. And take on this four-armed Egyptian goddess. And grab the cage key. Then we'll just run back up. We're going to make that same jump back across the bridge. Now you can also make the jump across the bridge to fight this guy. It doesn't really yield any advantage, and it's just not really worth doing in my opinion. But you can do that if you like. We're gonna make this jump. Head over here, fire ourselves an enemy. So let that stamina recharge. Let's try a poke. There we go. Alright, so if you head it over here, there is nothing. See that big pile of balls that he's just dropping down there? It never runs out. Now we can actually use our cage key to trigger a shortcut. I don't know that I've ever really even used this shortcut, but that's an option. So you walk up to the cage, open her up, and step in. It's going to work like an elevator and bring you back down towards the beginning. The sketchy thing about this is, since we decided to rest at that bonfire, this guy's here. So we're just going to step out and step back in. So it'll bring us up, and we'll hold our shield. So hopefully we don't take more damage. Alright, now that we're up here, up the stairs, and out onto this ledge. Gonna go for a quick run. Kill our archer. Then you'd see all that fire there. Just the guy up top who's mad and throwing some bombs. So we're gonna go cool his temper. Set up these stairs, see if we can trigger that large series of attacks. Sounds like we did. No need to stay there for it, though. Alright, there we go. That time, managed to kill him without taking any damage. Dropped another chunk. Now we can head down here. If you head this way, there's just a big old room with a table, so if you feel like having some friends over, just want to chit. But we're going to summon Iron Tarkus. Now, I've never actually tried summoning him before, so we're going to see how it goes, but we're going to go ahead and fight the boss. We've only got 3 Estus, but it's a fairly short run back to the boss, and there's not really enemies in the way, so if we don't take him out on the first try, no big deal. But you can see the enemy right there. We're actually going to run right towards him, because if you can take him out Well, if you can hit his legs, he stumbles and can fall. And if he does that while he's on this bridge, then he might just fall off and die there. So it's weird not being the center of his attacks. So as you can see, he's stumbling. And it looks like he didn't quite go off the bridge, but that's alright. He's a really easy kill anyway. So, we got our core of an iron golem. And with him dead, we're going to go ahead and go to the most beautiful place in all of Dark Souls. Those little those aren't me. That's those little Batmen trying to pick me up because I'm a heavyweight baby. And this beautiful place is Anor Londo. Alright, so before I wrap up the episode, I'm just going to get to the first bonfire so you can lay down in peace. Just going to run down some stairs. We're going to have a few enemies, and at this point they should just leave us alone if we run past them. If you get close, they'll fight you. But you got to get pretty close. They're guarding a chest here. So we're just going to come back and grab it in the next episode. Because right now, especially if you're low on Estus, you don't want to get hit by them and die and be all sad, so. Running out into this beautiful little place. Head down some stairs for a comfy bonfire and a firekeeper. Alright, let's level up. And with that, we're going to end the episode, so we'll see you all in the next one.